the Stanley Cup Championship from Dallas, Texas. The two goalies tonight were once teammates in Chicago, and Dominik Hasek was the backup. How about that? In the playoffs this year, their records are almost identical. Eddie Belfour and Dominik Hasek. A goals against average of .183 for Belfour, .927 save percentage. Hasek, 1.82 and .938 save percentage. Two great goalies starting this series. The officials, the referees, are Terry Gregson and Bill McCreary. These are veterans, of course. Ray Scapinello, and working his first Stanley Cup Championship Series, Jay Shares, the near off, has done an excellent job with this Buffalo team. And you don't have to guess how great this guy is. Ken Hitchcock with Dallas first overall in the regular season. Well, it's a brand new ball game now. The championship series is underway. Matt Tkachuk and Hatcher, the defenseman for Dallas. And they'll be threatened right away as Ajitnik shot it in to the far side. Pekka, Barada, Ward pouring after it. Buffalo on the attack first, but it's broken up quickly and cleared to center. Carbonell was hit there. He, Verbeek, and Keane forming the first line to start this championship series for Dallas. However, they're now changing quickly, and the puck is knocked in over the line. Ward can't pick it up. Jitnik now will have to wait. Just outside the line where he lost it to Carbonell. Carbonell gave it a Hull. He doesn't find any room in there, and Lehtinen comes back, but he didn't have to play it. Shot in by Carbonell on a leg. Lehtinen brings it in the slot. Here's Hull. He couldn't knock it down. Hull threw it back goal. Great pressure, shot, and Hasek took a whack at it, and it stayed away from the goal line. Buffalo back on their heels early. Look at Modano roll it. His shot was low, and Hasek got that glove down, and this was a pretty good start for this championship series, especially by Dallas.
Well, Dallas came in and got some excellent forechecking. They're not a team that forechecks as often as many, and a long shot by Modano, who came through a pair of legs at least, was picked off by Hasek, who makes a smart play to get the whistle and allow his team to make a change. The Buffalo Sabres are going with this group on defense that have played most of the playoff games. Woolley leads their team in scoring, and Michael Pekka is the key man as far as the forwards are concerned. The Sabres are a four-line team, and Lindy Ruff uses all four on a very regular basis.
Face off now to the right of Hasek. Nieuwendyk, Langenbrunner, and Reed up front. Chambers and Ludwig are the two big defensemen just inside the line. Primo, number 22, back in the lineup for Buffalo, wins the draw for Jay McKee. And McKee does not get it out right away. Primo comes over to help, and it does roll out into the center ice area. Chambers shoots it back in. Hasek out of the net and leaving it for his defenseman, Warner, but they again failed to clear it. Stars nearly got a chance, but puck just rolled away. Knocked in by Juno. Weak shot for Belfour, his first of the game. Warner, good effort to keep it onside, but the Stars get it back into the center ice zone, and now they come. Langenbrunner took a hit on the boards. Nieuwendyk knocked down. Play is clear to the line, and here's Buffalo rolling away with it. Hosinger's shot is stopped by Belfour. Great action. Only 2 minutes in, and they're going after it. Hasek will cover up and hang on.
Well, the Buffalo Sabres are a very aggressive team physically, and the Dallas Stars are going to find that out. I know they watched it on the tape. It's one thing to watch it, it's another thing to experience it. But Joe Nieuwendyk, who has been tremendous for the Dallas Stars, tries to worm his way between the defensemen and can't make it. And the Buffalo Sabres have given up 2 good scoring chances early in this game, but Dominik Hasek has been better than the shooters. Joe Nieuwendyk leads this team in points with 18 and goals with 9 in these playoffs.
Dallas defensemen now, Zubov and Sidor. Hull is on again on the right side, with Modano winning the draw back. Lehtinen, the other winger. And it goes behind the net. Lehtinen won't get to it before the goalie does. Stole it from the goalie. Modano took a hit near center ice from Rasmussen. Dallas moving up. Hull. He's trapped on the line, but backhands the puck in. Long shot by Sador, right to the net. And Hasek hangs on to this one.
Well, one piece of defensive strategy you can see already on behalf of the Dallas Stars is to try and take the boards away on any breakout. Rosick was hurt, is now making his way to the dressing room on his first shift in the finals. And here's where we think the injury occurred. He tried for the takeoff and spun off Chambers and then had to hustle over the bench under some discomfort.
Face off to the right of Dominik Hasek. Great pressure already early in this game by the Dallas Stars. Won the draw, nearly made a move with it, but a shot around the net by Chetan of Buffalo. Sanderson tried to scoop it out. Does get to Nieuwendyk, and he turns it back. Quickly to center and shoots it in. There goes Schmelik. Had to go the other way, and Sanderson found it. He put it back there. Schmelik put it over on the other side, and Chetan can't make a move on it. Good forechecking by Dallas. Buffalo unable to get much going yet. Brown brings it in. Shot is blocked. Puck into the corner. Sanderson fighting for it. Brown comes in to help. Sanderson gets loose, gets it back near the line, and is fired in behind the net by Schmelik. Cleared out by Langenbrunner. Got it to the line. There goes the big captain. Hatcher to center. Rolling it in. Dallas is changing. He keeps going. And Hasek got away from him as he hit the boards. Dallas keep it in. Ludwig from the point. Shot it behind the goal. There's Carbonneau trying to center it. And Curtis Brown lifted a high one over the glass. That'll get into the crowd. But it's Dallas with a great start. No score.
Lindy Ruff was commenting on the face-off situation. Dallas Stars #1 in the playoffs on winning face-offs, and the Buffalo Sabres not nearly as good. And here's what Ruff said about the fact that Dallas cheats a little bit on the draw. Michael Pekka, he came in with a comment on face-offs. Face-offs are a funny thing. It's anticipation, it's quickness, and it's a little bit of cheating. And the Buffalo Sabres know they're up against it in trying to win the draws against all the centers for Dallas.
Two dandies on there now. Carbonneau and Pekka. Carbonneau the veteran. Pekka tied him up with a skate. And the Sabres bring it out of the zone. Ward shot it down the ice, dumping it in. Stars are back. They can't pick it up. No icing. And Warner stops it. Rolled a shot at the net. Warner again winds up. Not a shot this time to Key, though. Made the shot. It was blocked. And the crowd wanted a penalty call. Listen to them. But the two veteran referees are aligned this game to get a great start, which it has. Carbonneau's shot was blocked off to the far side, and Buffalo having a tough time to get it out. That time, according to Ray Scapanello, and not the fans here, it must have come out by a half an inch or so.
Well, the fans quite upset at Jay McKee, whose point shot was blocked. And then he knew if he didn't take Pat Verbeek out, it was a breakaway. And here it is right here. And Verbeek made a nice dive after he knew he wasn't going to beat McKee to the puck. And the fans screamed for a penalty, but couldn't talk the referees into it. McKee and Warner have been enormous in Buffalo's run to the Stanley Cup Finals. Two youngsters who are only going to get better.
Modano, Hull, and Lehtinen for Dallas. Pekka won the draw. He's along with Barada and Ward again for the Buffalo Sabres, and they're going to have a face-off again in the center ice area.
Well, Michael Pekka, the best body-checking forward in the National League, only weighs 180 pounds, and I doubt if he weighs that after 3 rounds of the playoffs. He'll catch 2 or 3 stars before this series is over, and they'll probably be seeing stars.
Puck is dropped, and Modano hooked it back to the blue line where Chambers waits. He and Ludwig get together to move it up to center. Down goes Hull, coming for the net, coming right in, and Hasek makes his first first big stop of the series. Hull bursting in from the boards. Sharp angle, mind you, but he did get to the net for a decent goal. And it didn't happen. Tucka gets it to center. And away goes Ward up over the line. He got it down deep, and back for it was Lehtinen. Not clear. Now it is. Hitnik waits. Beating the puck ahead. Barada just tipped it over the line, and the Sabres want to make changes. 5.5 minutes gone in the first. No score. Modano coming away. There's a neat pass to the line. Chambers, though, had to do a 360 to get away from Burns. They keep going with a bullet shot by Sturland. That's high and wide of Dominic Hasek's net into the corner. Barnes trying to clear it himself. Dallas fighting hard. That was John Sim, number 49, with a hit. Sabres, tough time to get it out of the zone. Knifed away by Sanderson. Matvichuk starts to play again. And Petcher shoots it in. Coming in is Sturland, the veteran. Bumped behind the net. Stays there. Knocked it loose. And Sanderson would grab from behind, but he shook it off. He skates out to center. Sanderson coming in after it now as Primo shot it in. And Eddie Belfour leaves the net. No score, nearing the 7-minute mark of the first. Buffalo now starting to get it going. Shot by Patrick is dead on. And Belfour makes the stop.
One of the things that the Buffalo Sabres have done well and are going to continue is go to the net as often as they can. It's going to be a rockier road because this Dallas defense are determined to protect Belfour. Belfour's reputation is getting upset with people who go to the net and bother him. And the Dallas defensemen don't want that to happen, and look what they do to make sure that Holzinger doesn't get near him.
Eddie told me yesterday he has never felt better in his entire life playing goal. He's been playing great.
Well, he's got a tall order on his hands anytime you're asked to outplay Hasek. Brett Hall had a good chance coming in off the right wing on Dominic Hasek. Didn't get the puck up. Dominic's probably the best goalie in the league at taking the low part of the net away. And here's a good example of how he does it. There aren't many openings. And yesterday at practice, here's what Dallas did. They had their backup goalie, their third goalie, putting his pad stacked like this, his glove up in the air, and the Dallas Star forwards came off the boards, took a pass, and then tried to go upstairs. So they're taking advantage of what they saw on the tapes of Buffalo's first 3 rounds.
Zubov couldn't clear the puck out. Shot is blocked. Buffalo get their first big scoring chance. Holzinger was coming in from the line near the slot area.
And again, the Sabres go to the net with enthusiasm. This time it's Big Rasmussen. And you're going to see that happen this whole series. They want Eddie Belfour to know there's an opponent coming to the net on every stop he makes. And here's what's happened. They've talked Zubov into a penalty because the Dallas Star defenseman throws it up the middle on this play, a live grenade with the pin out, and Holzinger nearly scores the first of the game. And now we have a scrum in front of the net. This determination by the Dallas Star defenseman to protect Eddie Belfour, and you can see Rasmussen going to the net right here, fencing with Zubov, and the referees have said on scrums, we're going to give one team the penalty. It may be yours, so break it up when the whistle goes.
And there he is, Sergei Zubov, a roughing call, and the first power play of the game. Now we'll see what you were talking about at the top, Harry. The penalty killing of Dallas and the power play of Buffalo. No score, first period. First game of the best of 7 for the championship. On the line, Jitnik and Schmelik. Laid across the line again. Buffalo staying outside. And it'll be cleared down the ice. Jitnik comes back. And Woolley will be with him now to his left. And here they come. And he goes to Woolley. Just deflected the puck into the corner. Behind the Dallas net. Belfour out. He cleared it. And the Stars will bring it to center. Modano getting loose. Modano's shot. That's blocked, and he's got a good hard wrist shot. Mike Modano. Good penalty killing, I'll say. A fair scoring chance right there. Woolley brings it up. Shoots the puck in high. It rattles on the glass and comes back the other way for Woolley. Tied up his man, Modano. Or did he? Modano got loose. Poked it up there. And he nearly got going. 50 seconds left on this power play. Buffalo has nothing to show for it yet. Nothing close. Sanderson had to move it quickly, but Carmino is there now. I'll say it's great penalty killing. The veteran Guy Carmino has made a living at this. And he's doing it again with a shot that's high and just wide. Wow. Carmino gets a big hand from this capacity crowd. Listen to them. Penalty killing. They're all standing now. And another penalty is coming. And this has to be against Buffalo. Ah, yes. We're in the Stanley Cup Championship here in Dallas.
Shatan gets a boarding penalty. You're going to see him run Hatcher from behind after Hatcher slides the puck up the boards. So for 17 seconds, we have a 4-on-4 situation. And then the Buffalo Sabres will go to the penalty killing.
Shatan gets the 2 for boarding. Dallas has done a great job killing off the first penalty. They'll enjoy power play shortly. 10 seconds from now. Hasek had to be careful. Langenbrunner went after it. Warner takes it around the net. Up to Pekka. Band on it first, and then quickly shot it away to center ice. Zubov missed a chance to move in. And the Sabres dump it down the ice, and now they're killing a penalty. This is Nieuwendyk. Here he comes. Going hard. Nieuwendyk gets over the line. Dropped it back off the boards to Zubov, and he goes the other way with it. Made him deep. Sabres can't get it out. Sadar stopped it. And it goes to Nieuwendyk. Shot by Zubov blocked. Now they'll clear it. Juno decides to lug it out of there and then shoot it in deep. Penalty killers are changing up. 1 minute left on this power play for Dallas. It's scoreless so far, folks. Zubov feeds it off the boards and in, but they're offside on that rush.
Well, unlike the Sabres, whose power play in the playoffs is a lot better than during the season, the Stars' power play is a measly 10 for 81 for 12.3%. They had the 6th best power play during the season. So it's an unpredictable animal, the power play. And Coach Ken Hitchcock would like to see in this series the power play come to life.
Ken Hitchcock told me before the game, imagine, 1 hour before tonight's game, he said, Bob, don't plan any golf or anything down here. You've got lots of time because I can tell you this is going to be a long series. Ken Hitchcock, 7 games, he says. All right.
Did he tell you who was going to win?
No, he didn't go that far. But you know what he was thinking.
Yes, I do.
Here comes Chambers. Up to the line. Harassed from behind by Holzinger. Shook it off and got the puck in. Warner didn't waste any time at all. However, it came off the glass and kept going high into the crowd.
Well, one of the reasons Buffalo is sitting where they are in the 99 playoffs is that a number of younger players have improved as the year and the playoffs has gone on. And no greater example than Sanderson, who has come to life after 2 very quiet first 2 rounds. But when you look down their lineup and you see Curtis Brown and Verada and Shatan and Holzinger, all these guys are playing better now than they did for the Sabres early in the season or early in the playoffs. And I always remember a quote by Steve Yzerman who said, I've watched a lot of playoffs and I've played in a few myself. And quite often, the team that improves the most in the 8 weeks of the playoffs is the one that wins the cup.
34 seconds remaining in the penalty. Dallas on the power play and line up for it. Modano couldn't win the draw. Holzinger went to the boards. Couldn't move it out of the zone. They get it to Zubov again. He takes the shot. Big rebound. Score! The referee didn't say it was in. The red light went on. But we're going to wait because that referee did not point at the net. Dallas Stars raised their sticks, celebrated. The light came on, but you know what? That's not in.
I don't think it's in, Bob. And we're going to see the puck bounce off the left goal post, get in behind Hasek as Brett Hull tips it, and then he shovels the rebound in. And you can see that it went right along the line, and Richard Smelik, number 42, hooked it out. Now here's the camera that will tell us what the referee already knew. It gets in off the post along the line, and Smelik shovels it under Hasek, and it's still 0-0.
That was very close, but no score. Zubov throws it again off the post. Hard shot from the line. Boy, are they coming close. Lehtinen feeds it to the corner. Dallas with the heat on here. The power play almost done. Back to Modano. Here's another drive. Oh, scores! What a bullet from 45 feet.
That's a tough one to take for the Buffalo Sabres. There was 1 second left in the penalty to Shatan when Brett Hull, who gets in the deep slot, fills in for the defenseman and shoots a 44-footer that Hasek got a bit of, but not enough of. And here Hull, who's got the great ability and always has, to find the open ice. This time the open ice was 45 feet away, and it's 1-0 Stars.
Modano and Lehtinen will earn the assists on the goal by Hull. Number 6 in the playoffs for Hull. Brett Hull makes it 1-0. 8:18 the time. Power play goal for Dallas. And they're coming in there again. Sims gave it away, and Woolley stepped it out over the line to center ice. Rasmussen, he was bumped, threw it into the corner though, and the Sabres come up after it. Dallas is taking the lead. Here's a drive from the line that didn't get too far. It was hammered by Smelik and hit a leg. Jitnik coming back. Hasek out of the net. Dallas changing. Jitnik moves out. Got away from Langenbrunner. Coming to center. Fired in high. Hatcher picks it up and got it as far as the line, but not out. Langenbrunner then lifted a high one down the ice. And the Sabres go back to regroup. Smelik has to wait. 8:30 left in the first period. Power play goal by Hull. Modano and Lehtinen. 10:17 was the time. And offside at the Dallas blue line. Hull has made it 1-0.
We now move ahead in the action.
Back at Reunion Arena, Buffalo Sabres in penalty trouble tonight, 7. That's been a real trend in the first games of all of their series so far, Don. What are your thoughts on the 1-0 Dallas lead?
Well, isn't that funny? I talked at Coach's Corner. We got a little thing here we're going to show you right off the bat, and they did again. I can't believe it. Big goal. Watch it. We'll show right here. As we said it, Harry said, watch, he hardly touches him. It's 1-1 now. 1-1 now, and he falls down. Anyhow, Lindy Ruff is the happiest guy in the world. Here it is again. He's the happiest guy in the world right now. To play 2 periods, have 9 shots, and only be down 1-0. He says, guys in the dressing room, we can win this game. We can win 1 period and win the game. I'd be happy if I was Lindy.
Bob Cole and Harry Neal, up to you.
Yeah, and I guess Lindy would be happy too, Don. Brett Hull is the only guy who scored a goal in this hockey game. It came in the first period on a power play that had just about ended, and Hull drove it home.
1 second to go in the Buffalo penalty. The Sabres played 13 minutes and 41 seconds of the first 29 and a half minutes short a man and got away with it. And you're looking at the guy who contributed the most to that getaway.
The shots in the second period were 13-4 for Dallas after 11-5 in the first. So 24-9 through 2 periods, and Hasek has been brilliant again.
Hasik's record in the playoffs when they're outshot is 7-1. And they're going to be outshot unless they've got a pile of them in their suitcase.
His groin is okay.
Mine hurts watching him do that. There it is. Shots on goal, 24-9. Dallas has taken a lot that have missed the net or been blocked as well.
Zitnik starts to play for Buffalo. And the Sabres slam it in. That's Sanderson racing in hard. Hatcher tried to stop him. He keeps going after it. Ran into the referee in there. That prevented him from maybe picking it up. Verbeek nearly got going. But back there was Zitnik to rip it on the boards and get it back to center ice. Got in again by Matt Tkachuk. Comes right to the net. And a bad clearing attempt. Hasek is alert, though. Always alert. Buffalo attacking. Chitan with Sanderson. And right behind him, Brown. Brown trying to elude a hit. Got it over in front. Chitan hit the side of the net. Then he fell. Sanderson whipped it out in front of the goal. And it's cleared away by Dallas. Hall comes in. Lines up. Here's the shot. It's deflected wide of the goal. Lehtinen takes it on the boards and put it up to the corner. But the key was there. And it's flipped out of the zone by Curtis Brown. Sidor back with Zubov. To Zubov. He's bumped. Modano. Sidor. Up the center. Sidor to the line. Stick handling it perfectly. And the shot is off the blade of the stick and wide of the goal. Langenbrunner fell. Lehtinen went after it. Stars come hard now after Buffalo. Pucka whacked at it, didn't get out. Hasek tried to help McKee. And back there is Pucka to help again. Right in front of his own net with that pass. Picked off and cleared in by Newendijk. A little backhander by Reed was weak and stopped by Hasek. Dumped out to Pucka. Pucka has a little bit of room coming in there, but he allowed the puck to roll away from him. Pucka stays there with Ward trying to set him up, but it's cleared through center. And Dave Reed is in there. One man back. He's upended by that one man. A beautiful hip check by Zitnik on Reed. He really sent him flying. 1-0 Dallas. Dixon Ward is in there with Rasmussen. He passed it along in front. Another hard hit up the line. Cleared down inside the blue line. And the Sabres are coming out here hitting in the third period. First hit on John Sim was another dandy. Sabres back to pick it up. Juneau takes it to center. Flipped it in wide of the goal. Belfour was going to leave the net. Ludwig had to help, and he was trapped, so he shot it away all the way down the ice, and Hasek will have to play it. Woolley for Patrick. He got away from the hit and lifted one down to the Dallas blue line. 3 minutes into the third period. Here's Verbeek. He's tied up. Sabres playing better now as we start the third period. And Woolley brings it over the line. His pass, though, was intercepted and cleared by the Dallas Stars. Verbeek trying to go in there on the forecheck. No good. It's icing against Dallas.
Alexei Zitnik, he throws the most spectacular hit of this 99 finals on Reed, who tries to come inside him. A lot of hang time, but if you want to win the Stanley Cup, then you got to pay the price. And we've seen some big-time hits in this game, and we've only played 2 periods. If this doesn't tell you that these two teams will do anything to win the Stanley Cup, then you're not watching. And we are in period 2 of what looks like could be a dandy series.
That's what Mr. Hitchcock said before the game. Look forward, Bob, to a very exciting dandy series. So far, it's been pretty good. All Dallas on the chances, but it's only 1-0. Shots are 25-9 right now, with 16:35 remaining in period 3. Warner will have to hustle back. He's got Verbeek up there. He did. Warner on the boards with it. It got by Hatcher down the ice again. Brown was up there, trying to take it from Netmanchuk. Hatcher beats it up to Verbeek. He goes the other way to Carbonneau. Carbonneau's shot deflected away from Hasek. Verbeek hit the outside of the post from a sharp angle, and Brown tries to find some room. Hard to find out there tonight, especially in this third. Here's Sanderson, shoots. That's off the arm of Belfour, and a penalty is being called, or is it? The referee down behind the net has made a sign. No, I don't think so. Just a sign of the deflection over the glass.
This is the best stop Eddie Belfour's made, and his 10th of the game, as he gets his arm on that puck, and that was labeled, and the puck went out of play, so the faceoff will be to his right, deep in his zone. And Belfour, who has been the model of consistency in these playoffs so far.
That's Pekka chasing it. He's knocked down. Chambers repped it hard. Pekka stopped it and lost it to Modano. Hull couldn't get it out. Now the Dallas Stars break away. And Chambers, the defenseman up on the play, was hit by Pekka before shooting it in. But he did get it away in time. Hull flipped it behind the goal. Look at Pekka. He's back there now. Stars fighting hard. Centering pass. Goletnin was blocked. And then Dixon Ward flipped it over on the right side. Schmelik shoots it in for Buffalo. Modano circled. And here comes Lettinen. Modano to the far side. He came up along the boards with it as they want to make changes. They do that now with Woolley turning around the net. Left it. Eigenbrunner was there. He hit Schmelik. Now Woolley once again to the open side for Rasmussen. He backhands it in. Belfour out to stop it. Nearing 6 minutes of play in the third. Still 1-0 Dallas. Lewandowski barely messed it at center ice. And he's flattened as he tried to go in deep. Sabres fighting very hard here in the third period. Rasmussen missed it, but now he gets it. Tried to go to the net. Back there was Zubov. And again Zubov. Again, Sador. The two of them go back and forth, and the puck goes down the ice. Icing will be waved off. Sabres back. Crowd trying to get the Stars on for another one. They feel one might not be enough. And it may not be, the way Buffalo's come out here in the third. 1-0 Dallas. Sabres McKee made sure it got in. Juneau couldn't move on it, though. And Warner turns it back at center ice. Feeds it on the boards and in. They might call this one icing. Yes, they do. And they'll bring it back inside the Buffalo line.
Well, you got to give a hit and take one. And Joe Nieuwendyk, who has played his best hockey since the Stanley Cup championship year in Calgary, took a wallop and then decides to give one right here. Joe Nieuwendyk had not won a playoff round for 8 consecutive years till they beat Edmonton in the first round of this '99 playoffs, ever since Calgary won the Cup.
Face-off won by Carbonneau. Hatcher through the crowd. They missed the goal. Warner turns it back up to Brown. Brown comes to center, deals it off on the right. Gatan went in after it. And Sanderson is up on the play. Comes in behind the net, tried to knock it loose, but it'll be the Dallas Stars who will clear it right away down the ice. However, Patrick Backman touches it, and that's icing against Dallas.
Well, the ability to protect a lead is one thing the Dallas Stars have done well in these '99 playoffs. They're 5-0 when they're ahead after 2, and Buffalo, 2 times out of 5 when they've trailed after 2, have come back to win. It's a delicate line to stay on where you don't give up everything offensively and you maintain the priority of chance prevention. Carbonneau and Curtis Brown fighting after the face-off. Brown did a nice job of not letting Carbonneau go to the net after he won the draw.
Face-off won by Buffalo. And Dixon Ward turns with a backhander. Rebound! Pekka! Missed a big chance right in front of Belfour, who was scrambling back and forth from post to post. Another icing call against Dallas.
Well, one thing about Dallas, and this is veteran experience, it shows up if you're in trouble. Never mind looking for a nice little play to break out of your zone. Get the puck down the ice. And here is a good shot that never got through, as the Buffalo Sabres have a couple of good opportunities but can't create a shot on goal, as Belfour never did have to stop it, but the puck was in dangerous territory.
Now they're ready for the faceoff again on that same circle to the right of Eddie Belfour. Buffalo won it again. Ward tossed it to the right side. It's dumped in on the net. Pekka takes over to the corner against Modano. Ward after it. Ward just waits. Two Sabres were in on the boards, and there's Ward coming back to the big circle. But it cleared away from him, off the boards, down the ice. And Buffalo coming on stronger. 1-0 Dallas. Woolley sees no room, so makes the pass. The Sabres bring it in. Ward with a chance again. Stopped at the last second by a Langenbrunner. Chambers after it, and he comes up with it. Pulled away from Holzinger, got it up. Langenbrunner takes it over the line. Passes back in front. Shot deflected. Reed had a perfect chance. Sabres the other way. Lead pass didn't work. It hit Langenbrunner. He dumped it in. Hasek on it. The Stars are changing. It is Zhitnik coming out in front of the net. They nearly lost it at the line. And offside is called at the Buffalo blue line. Pace is picked up, if you can believe that, in this heat in Dallas.
Dallas Stars execute a beautiful 3-on-2 rush. The puck carrier goes wide. The man went out the puck through the middle and put it in the slot. Reed couldn't capitalize on what looked like a great play. Joe Nieuwendyk takes a high stick from his line mate, Langenbrunner.
The face-off now is just outside the Buffalo line. The score, 1-0 Dallas. Just about 8 minutes gone in the third period. Another face-off coming. First one not quite right. It'll be at the line.
Well, the Dallas Stars, in the last 20 times they've played here at Reunion Arena, league play plus the playoffs, are 17-3-0. So this has been a tough rink for the enemy to win in.
Holzinger bats the puck in deep in his own zone, and Skrudland had a chance to pick it up. Failed on that attempt. Schmelik. Away from Skrudland, down on the right side, and bang it in. Waiting on the boards and behind the net. Zadorg took his man in on the boards and held him. Juno takes over. Juno leaves it right there at the side of the net. Penalty coming up. It'll be against Dallas. Renes Hepke at the other end has to score. An extra man is on. This could be it. The play in front. Score! It is tied by Stu Burns. 1-1.
Well, the Buffalo Sabres with the best example of offensive puck control we've seen all night. The delayed penalty is on. They get a skater, the sixth skater, out for Hasek. And finally, here's one of the great opportunities they had before. Now the penalty's called. You can see the referee McCurry's arm up. And Joey Juno walks out and slides it in front of the net to Barnes. And Barnes right there rifles it home for his fifth of the playoffs. And with 11:27 to go, thanks to Stu Barnes and this little wrister, it's 1-1.
Well, there you go. 8:33 into the third period. Stu Barnes gets his fifth goal of the playoffs. He has been one of the hot scorers for Buffalo. And brother, does he get a big one now?
Buffalo goal is into the playoffs by number 31, Stu Barnes.
A 1-1 tie. Shots 25-12, and the game is tied. Buffalo coming on very strong in this third period. Are rewarded here with Hasek on the bench. The extra man on the ice. And the goal scored by Barnes. Knocked down by Hatcher near the line. Tried to feed it over in the slot. Keane had been there. Then Keane is knocked down by Brown. Sabres hang on. Italy icing with The big guy, Darian Hatcher, back to touch.
Well, let's have another look at this goal. Some neat play by the Sabres after Schmelik, I think, had a good chance. They got the goaltender Hasek out. There's the penalty. You can see McCreary. Now Barnes does a nice job of circling in behind Skrudland to take the pass, and then in a little wrist shot, put it in on a beautiful pass by Juno. Barnes will drop it to Juno. Juno will walk out of the corner. A good pick by Zhitnik, and a perfect shot makes it 1-1.
Now, Zhitnik trying to clear. Hasek out again. Takes a little bumping behind the net. Very light hit by Lehtinen. Morata by Madonna with a high one bouncing down to Chambers. Hall snapped it right away. Bounced it in over the Buffalo line. The Sabres have tied the game here now in the third period. 1-1. Nearing the halfway mark of the third. Buffalo can taste something happening now. Outplayed for 2 periods. And now they fight back here in the third and they get a tie. All right. Dallas. Chambers pass inside his own line. And Ludwig just had to give it away. And the Sabres are coming in on the break. Juno! And that's stopped by Belfour. What a chance for the Buffalo Sabres to jump in front. Juno.
Joe Juno on a nice cross-ice pass where the Dallas defenseman stood up anticipating an interception, and Juno gets to the top of the circle, and Belfour gets to the top of the crease and gets enough of that puck to put it out of the rink. And so the Sabres, who have appeared to be a little more confident, a little less panicky in this third period, get a great chance after it's tied up. There's the pass. You can see the Dallas defenseman step up and miss the interception. And Belfour makes a nice save.
Buffalo on the draw again. Juno shot it in there. Juno takes it once more off the boards. Neuendijk stopped him. Juno stays right there and gets the pass, but the play had been called. The scoring play by Barnes complete was Juno from Schmelik at 8:33 of this third period.
Sador took a high stick there. I'm not sure it wasn't his own teammates as he went into the boards right here, number 5, and the stick comes right up underneath him there from Stu Barnes. Accidental, but nevertheless painful. And Sador goes to the bench. No penalty on the play. And this has turned into a life and death struggle for the winner of Game 1 of the '99 Stanley Cup Final.
Past the halfway mark of the third. Sanderson, Brown, and Chitan left to right for Buffalo. A pass to Verbeek. Stopped immediately. Sanderson turns. Before he got to center into his own territory, he shot it in. Sanderson put it over in front. Brown shot. Poking at it was Chitan. But the goalie, Ed Belfour, had it smothered.
Belfour's a little upset at Chitan. This is the first sign in a long time that Eddie Belfour even looks perturbed. As Chitan, after Belfour made the save, gave a little flick of the stick, hoping to knock the puck loose. Belfour has been much busier in this, the third period. He plays the puck. Now he comes back into the net and makes the save. Now watch Chitan. You see him? And Hatcher gets him out of there in a hurry, but Belfour's still talking to Chitan about who can go in the crease and who can't.
Buffalo's had 5 shots in the period. Dallas, 1. Now that's a switch.
25-14 on the night. Dallas.
They saw him again in the Dallas zone. Won by Buffalo. Belfour down on the short side to stop the Sanderson shot from a bad angle. It's lifted out into center ice, and then it got over the boards at the Dallas bench. Play stop, another face-off coming inside that Dallas line.
Well, the Buffalo Sabres have renewed energy, and when you think back to this game, 7 penalties in a row, only 1 power play goal against. The penalty killers for the Buffalo Sabres, who have not had a great playoff, have kept them alive and given this team a chance to win.
Now 9:05 left as they chant, "Let's go Dallas." This sellout crowd. Buffalo keep winning these faceoffs. Weak shot though is easily taken away by Zubov, and Verbeek gets to the line. Get much further. Armino fell, and again the puck is a bit too high on that clearing attempt, and it's into the crowd.
NHL Vice President Colin Campbell speaks to all things technical. I know it's not the pond in Tillsonburg, but are you satisfied with the ice conditions?
Well, there's a lot of people working on it, and we've done a lot. And looks fine now. The referees, linesmen say it's good, and I think the teams will be happy with it.
I know we talk a lot about the ice at this time. Are we really talking about the season going too deep into the summer?
Well, I think it was 90 degrees here about 2 months ago, so I think we've gone deep in the south and deep in the west, so you're going to have this problem, I think, in February and March.
Thanks a lot for this, Coley, and good luck.
Thanks very much, Scott.
Guys.
8:50 left in the period. Scores tied at 1. Dallas the first goal early in the first. Buffalo tying it here in the third. Adano tries to get something moving. Hall, who scored the Dallas goal. Long shot for Hasek. And now he hangs on, forcing another faceoff in his own zone.
Well, Dominic Hasek had that puck sit in his glove a little too long and decided he better hold it than throw it out. Brett Hull has had the most shots, 7 shots in this game. That's the wrong guy to give 7 shots to most nights. But Dominic Hasek is giving us a retaste of Nagano tonight.
It's a 1-1 tie. Dallas getting the draw. Lehtinen shot. Here's Nagano. Shoots. That's blocked. Cleared on the boards by Buffalo. They do not get it out. Lehtinen moving back to the line. And Hasek covered on that long shot by Hull again. Laid off the boards and out across the line. Safely to center. Pekka moving up, falling, but he got it in there for Beretta, and he can't get a shot. Knocked down by Sador. Centered again, now from the blue line a chance. That shot deflected wide. Pekka fired one from a sharp angle. Pekka in after it. So is Ward, and it's hammered away with the Buffalo player in front of the net. Appeared to have been injured.
There's a penalty on it, Bob. Beretta's down. And Terry Gregson made the call. He was the back referee. Jim Pizzatelli, the trainer for Buffalo, is out. And is Beretta cut? It looks like Daryl Sador is going to get the penalty. It could be 2 or it could be 4. Where's the blood? Please bleed, Jimmy Pizzatelli saying to Beretta. We could use the 4 minutes, and here it comes right here. Whoa, right in the face, Sador. It's a 2-minute penalty. As Sador may have been going for a stick, but it was right in the face of Beretta. And lucky for Sador and the Stars, Beretta doesn't cut easily. And here is Pizzatelli out there saying this should be more than 2 minutes. Look at this, he's bleeding. There's the evidence right there. Mike Pekka, when he gets a point, the Buffalo Sabres are 9-0. In these playoffs, when he does it, they're 3-3, and he nearly scored one there.
The funniest looking trip I've seen. They called it tripping.
Tripping? Yeah. Well, when you get that stick and catch the guy's eyebrow, I guess it could possibly trip. Mike Modano had a good chance on a turnaround shot right here that went off the Sabre player's stick, but it never did get through. Oh, yes, it did. Excuse me, Hasek makes the save, and Brett Hull was there looking for the tip.
7:50 now left in the third period. 1-1 tie. Buffalo, an advantage. First shot. Wide of the goal. Slashed on the boards and out to center ice. Back there was Zhitnik. Sabres bring it back in, but Hatcher is going to clear it again. There it goes all the way by Woolley down the ice. Moving up is Pete Carmino. Jitnik takes it around the net and then leaves it for Woolley. Woolley comes to center, sizing up the situation. Nobody open, nobody moving well enough for the lead pass, so he dumped it in. Back to the goal. Chitan fell, attempted the pass though, and did a pretty good job of it. But it was cleared out, down again to Jitnik. Pass grabbed by Junot, lost by Junot. Junot trying to recover, and does. Joey Junot stepping away from Lettinen. Got it through center. Chitan waits. His long shot wide of the goal. The Sabres in there though. Chitan took it on a skate and then couldn't get it to the stick. On it quickly is Primo. Got it behind the goal. Sabres power play to the line again. Jitnik winds up. No shot. Hanging on to it is Chitan. Far side with it. Jitnik again. He's covered, but he shoots it anyway. Rebound. Score! Primo was standing right there and lifted the backhander high. And folks, the Buffalo Sabres have taken a 2-1 lead with 6:23 left in the third.
Some nights it's not how many penalties you kill, it's if you can kill them at the right time. And Primo, who takes all kinds of punishment from Ludwig in front of the net, grabs the rebound and shovels it past Belfour. Get to the front of the net when the puck goes to the point. That's all Primo's thinking. This is his first game back after missing the last two in the Leaf series with a bad knee. And give him credit. He earned that goal with a physical play and the ability to take some abuse. And the Buffalo Sabres will tell you who's winning this game.
Wayne Primo's third goal of the playoffs. And a big goal tonight here in Dallas. A power play goal. 2-1 Buffalo. They're on the attack again. Puck is centered. Dallas now back on their heels a wee bit. What a third period by Buffalo right from the get-go. They turned it up 2 or 3 notches. Jitnik and Schmelik assisting on the go-ahead goal scored by Primo at 13:37. Carter's trying to get that back, but it's poked away to center ice, and however, a penalty is coming up against Buffalo Sabres as Sador took a hard hit.
Dominik Hasek, the first Sabre goalie in history to win 10 playoff games in one season, is working hard on improving that. He has been acrobatic, he has been almost perfect, and he has been the best penalty killer on the Buffalo team. He knows he'll get a penalty if he grabs it there, if there's no Dallas Star on, so he shovels it into the corner.
3:19 left in the third. 2-1 Buffalo. Sabres win the draw. Played ahead by Zubov and picked off, and there goes Sanderson alone, and stopped by Belfour. Sanderson, the big speedster, lots of time, and Eddie Belfour came up with a tremendous save. Given the circumstances, 2-1 with under 3 minutes remaining in the third period here in Game 1. That was a monstrous save by Belfour. Got in by the Stars. Moving up on it, Zubov kept it in all right. Hasek stopped it for Warner. Sabres now will try to stay close to them in there and just be happy to get it out. That's Chitan doing it the first time. 2:30 left. Here's a pass up there. A little bit too hot to handle. Chuck just couldn't hang on to it, and Hasek doesn't like the way everybody was pounding to the net, which is off the boarings.
Well, the puck, the faceoff's going to be outside because the Dallas Star player roared into the net, and Hasek was just trying to help the referee make that decision as he pointed very quickly. On the line change at Buffalo is a little slow getting some guys out there, and here comes Sim into the net. So the faceoff is outside, 2:23 to go. Sanderson walks in all alone from the red line, and Eddie Belfour keeps his team alive with a stick glove save. Here's another look. Belfour has not been busy till this third period, but he gives his team a chance with a stop.
Did he ever? That was a big save by Eddie Belfour, keeping it at 2-1 with 2:20 remaining in the third. And the Sabres hang on to this. Hatcher flipped it over the line. Trying to cut back there to hurry in time to get a hit. But they get the puck along the boards, and now they'll clear it out. Holzinger didn't even know where it was going. He just knew it was down there somewhere and backhanded the puck away. 2 minutes remaining in the third. Hatcher is up there a lot now. He's up to shoot it in this time. Dallas has Langenbrunner nailed in the corner. Warner fired it on the glass. Knocked down near the line and kept in by Chambers. Now Chambers again, but it's offside. It did come out back in onto the skate of Chambers. Time left in the third. 1 minute and 43 seconds.
Oh, Dominic Hasek, how many adjectives have we tried to come up with to describe his play in the last 4 or 5 years in this league and in the Olympics? And he has at his very best tonight, especially in the first 2 periods, and especially in the penalty-killing role, where the Sabres got 7 penalties in a row, and only 1 puck got by Hasek.
Sabres win this draw and get the puck near center. McKee put it in over the line. That is Zubov. He nearly hit Pekka with that cross-ice pass, but he didn't. So the play moves on for Dallas as they get it in, and Verbeek's in a hurry. In on the boards, and center! And a big save by Hasek! Right in front of the net. The tip-in attempt, and Hasek was lightning fast again.
Enormous responsibility on the Buffalo wingers, who have to make sure anything that comes around the boards gets out. And they didn't on this play, and that tip-in by Guy Carbonneau almost tied the hockey game. It's a tough life for a winger when the defenseman, and you know the Dallas Star defensemen are going to pinch with 1:20 to go. Your job is not to let him keep it in or not to let it go by you so they can get a shot.
Shots by Dallas, 11 in the first period and 13 in the second. By Buffalo, 5 in the first and 4 in the second. But here, in the third period, Buffalo out-shooting Dallas 10-4.
And Hitchcock has taken a timeout. With 1:20 to go, he wants to get a face-off play, and he wants the players to get out there that might score to have the most possible rest in 1-goal games in these 99 Stanley Cup playoffs. Buffalo is 6-0, and Dallas is 6-4. And Buffalo's 1:20 away from making it 7-0 in 1-goal decisions. And there's Hitchcock talking to his people.
Oh, it's serious stuff now, Harry. It's serious stuff now. What a turnaround by Buffalo Sabres. What a third period by the Buffalo Sabres. Shots now are 28-19. They were totally outshot, outscored, mind you, by only the 1 goal by Brett Hull in the first on a power play, right at the end of the power play. But they fought back, tied it, and then scored the go-ahead goal.
Thank you to the penalty killers for the Sabres, because they have made the difference so far.
Barnes and Primo scoring here in the third for Buffalo. And 1:20 left, and the Dallas net is empty. 1:20 left. 6 attackers on. The crowd not giving up. They're on their feet again. Look out. It's shot off a leg and down the ice. And no zip on that one. Zubov. I think why they have to be careful to get in the center, as Hasek is going to play it, which he does. Cleared on the boards. And it'll be cleared out. Down across center. We're in the final minute of the third period. What a turnaround here in game 1. If this stands up. But it's not over yet. Dallas centering in. Lehtinen was in front of the net. The extra attacker on, and look at the crowd.
Pekka overskates the puck behind the net right here. And the center out to Lehtinen, and it's in, and we have a game that's 48.3 seconds away from overtime. Modano jumps on the overskate by Pekka. and Lettinen fires it in past a helpless Hasek, and the Dallas Star bench will tell you this game is not over yet.
What a timeout, Mr. Hitchcock. What a timeout. 40 seconds away from overtime now, unless they can do it again. And they're coming up there after Buffalo. It looked like Buffalo's game just moments ago. Now it's up for grabs again. 25 seconds left in regulation time. Long shot for Hasek into his glove. Dropped it. Cleared it. Lettinen's 8th of the playoffs has tied the game. Modano made the pass. Long shot. Hasek. Stick save this time. 5 seconds. That'll be it. After this shot, to Belfour. Overtime. In game 1 of the Stanley Cup Championship Series. An overtime game in game 1 here in Dallas, Texas.
The Dallas Stars, a great comeback. You don't make it to the finals if you can't come from behind. And both teams have done that tonight, and one more team is going to do it. And here is the Buffalo goal that put them ahead. Primo on the rebound, shovels it by Belfour, and that looked like curtains for Dallas. And then with the goaltender out, Mike Pekka overskates the puck behind the net. Modano throws it back out in front, and Lettinen puts it in. And Bob, what about the breakaway save by Belfour and Sanders?
Yes, sir. 19:11 was the time of the tying goal, by the way. Scored by Lettinen.
Well, it's 2-2 after 3 periods of play in the Stanley Cup Championship, game number 1. Here's Darcy Regier, the general manager of the Buffalo Sabres. Your team's coming out behind us here. Darcy, first of all, you had a great third period. Let's talk about that.
Well, we did. We finally got our skating game going and got the puck in deep. And I think the big thing is you got to take the shots against this team when you get the opportunity.
You talked to me about the fact that it was good to have Wayne Primo back in the lineup, especially against Dallas.
Well, it is. They've got a big, strong defense, and Wayne's got the size, and the Rasmussens and guys like that are very important in this series, Todd.
Everybody talks about Dominic Hasek and what a force he is, but your hockey club goes beyond that, doesn't it?
Well, it does, but we take a lot of comfort even when we don't use him, the fact that we know he's there.
What about Stu Barnes? He's got it going after a long drought. Can you say that he might be the guy that might get the winner here?
Well, he's got a good chance, Sonny, and he's really persistent through this whole playoff.
Darcy, thanks for being with us at this time. Now go sweat it out.
Thanks, Scott.
Up to Bob and Harry, guys.
Thanks, Scott. We'll stand by, Buffalo, and fans from coast to coast. It is a 2-2 tie and overtime coming up because of the goal scored by this gentleman, Jere Lettinen. At 19:11, 49 seconds left in the third period when he scored from Modano, and they've added Zubov as an assist on that important scoring play for the Dallas Stars.
He's one of 3 players in tonight's game that have 2 points. 1 goal, 1 assist for Lettinen, 2 assists for Modano, and 2 assists for Alec.
Barnes got Buffalo excited at 8:33 of the third. And then Primo really got him excited on a power play goal at 13:37. And they held on and held on and held on until 49 seconds were left. And the net was empty. They had the extra attacker and Lettinen tied it. Now what happens?
In overtime in the 99 playoffs, the Buffalo Sabres have won 1 and lost none. And Dallas is 3-3.
We are set. The crowd is not happy about sitting down. Many of this big sellout still on their feet. Now they settle back, maybe. Gatan missed a chance to put it in. Dallas, Matmachuk, quick pass from center. The shot wide of the net to the boards to the right of Hasek. Lettinen is up there again, digging it off the boards. Lost it, it got out, and Matmachuk has to hurry back. Brett Hull gave it away. Sanderson couldn't get in. He nearly did. Jitnik backs up. Goes straight to the boards for the attempted pass. Modano's waiting. Stars change quickly. Only 40 seconds into overtime. Dumped in deep for Belfour to come out, and he whipped a high one onto the glass, rather high. Chitan missed a chance to put it in. 3 on 2. Carbonell, shot blocked by Hasek. That right pad again in the butterfly style. Made the save on Carbonell. Barada poked it in. Belfour out of the net again. Carbonell all the way back there to be hit by Barada. The Dallas Stars get it ahead again. McKee was back. Verbeek the man up. And they hold it on the boards near center ice. And that stops it.
Overtime goals in the playoffs. Who are some of the leaders over the course of these two teams? These are all not this year, obviously. Juno leads the Sabres with 2, and the experienced veteran Dallas Stars have 5 guys who have scored 2 overtime goals in the playoffs. Juno put the Sabres out last year in the 3rd round with an overtime goal.
He'd love to do it for him again the other way. Warner got back. It's kicked in on the boards, and McKee was poking at it. It's loose to the corner. Holzinger had to come back to try to help. Warner got it on the boards and near the line. And the Buffalo will move it up. Barnes was waiting for the pass. It never did come from Juno. However, Joey Juno went in there, trying to knock it loose. Here comes Barnes. Barnes lost it. And again, 3 are out for Dallas. Reed tried to shoot it in. It hit Schmelik, so he kept going after it. Schmelik caught him and held him there on the boards in the corner. The puck squirting loose. A shot fired by Nieuwendyk. Deflected wide. Jitnik. Holzinger got to center. Flipped to the head, wants to get off. Buffalo changing. 2:20 into overtime. Nothing doing yet. Huckus sets one up. But Ward failed to hang on to it, trying to go to the net. Thanks to the work of Lettinen, who came back. Scooped away, down the center. Hasek was out, but he gave it away. Oh, drilling the shot. Hasek covered by hanging on to it. The shot might have been on the side of the net. But baby, that was close.
Goalies should always shoot the puck out on the same side it came in unless you have been allowed to take a peek. And Hasek nearly got burned. He throws it up this way, he knows who's here. He throws it back there, he's not sure who's here, but he gets back in the net to make the save.
Yes. Shake it off, Dominic.
Well, we all know
3 minutes of play in overtime.
We all know Dominic doesn't do things by the book, at least by the old goaltender's book. He's writing a new one.
Carbonell, Keane to his left. Verbeek on the right side. Face off to the left of Dominic Hasek. He wanted to draw again. Keane got back to the line. He's dangerous. Gets loose from Sanderson. Gets loose again. Brown is sucked in. Hit the side of the net and stays out and goes behind the goal. Buffalo player hauled down. Brown, no penalty call. The play allowed to go. Kept in by Matt Tkachuk. Carbonell is in there again, and McKee took care of him. Warner fired it on the boards in the corner. And it does get out into center ice. Matt Tkachuk beating it up there again. Offside this time. Late clear by Verbeek.
741 times this season, Dominic Hasek has lost his goal stick, and he's keeping that little habit, which I'm sure he doesn't like, as he has to be worried about playing without a goal stick. You can see McKee tried to shovel it out to him, and then Warner did. But nobody drops his stick as often as he does.
Loves to get his 2 hands on the puck if he can. And he's done that so many times. The big blocker hand getting down on the puck or shooting up to the top corner to stop something. And he spreads in that butterfly style. Patrick. Up there, Rasmussen didn't see the pass. He was turned the other way. And Sador played it to the far side. Zubov got it as far as center. There's Patrick again. And the Stars are playing a little bit harder now. Newendijk nearly got it in there. Here's Reed. Shoots! And Hasek covered the angle perfectly. He held it.
Well, in overtime, one of the theories is get it on the net, even though you'd rather not shoot it from a bad angle. That's what Reed's thinking here. He's at the top of the circle, but it's a screen shot right through the legs of Newendijk. And Hasek has to look at Newendijk, who jumps up in the air and keep the puck. And he's also worried about a possible rebound. So not only was it a difficult stop, but the rebound was unavailable.
And the face-off is going to be just to his right. Skrudland. Langenbrunner. Sloan. They line up to try and win it and end this one. Nearly 4 minutes of overtime. Skrudland won the draw. Sloan was tied up and couldn't get after it. Langenbrunner went after it. He and Sloan fight hard. Langenbrunner coming in. Shoots! Didn't get all of it, and it was just wide. Langenbrunner went in after it in the corner with Skrudland handling it. Langenbrunner. He's held there on the boards. Holzinger let him get away. It gets back to the line, and the long shot by Zubov harmlessly into the right corner. Smellick tied up. Hasek leaving the net again and putting it up on the boards where Juneau was waiting, and he did manage to get it out. Buffalo coming up. This long shot for Belfour is not a problem at all, but he covers just in case Holzinger might have had a notion of swinging at it.
Well, overtimes are tough on the coaches' nerves. They wins with every chance for and every chance against. And here we are in only the first game of these finals. And if this is the kind of drama we're going to see for the rest of them, we may, for the first time in 4 years, have the NHL Stanley Cup Finals go beyond 4 games. Langenbrunner, who jumped out on not his normal line here with Skrudland, nearly scored.
Face off to the right of Ed Belfour. Buffalo winning the draw, and a quick shot is high and wide of the net. Pekka in there after it. Modano hooked it away from him, but got it too high. And it's into the Buffalo bench.
Well, these boards in this rink are slow on diagonal shoot-ins, so the puck often just sits in the corner, pretty tough to make it, and they're slow on pucks to go around the boards. And they go out of play more often in this rink than any other. They have low glass, and they've got all kinds of supports on the glass, and often, like just happened, the puck hits the glass, and the newer rinks, it would be around the boards, and the older ones like this, it's out of play.
Face-off. Knocked away from that face-off spot to the boards, and Dallas will get a chance to move it out. They don't get it out. Ward had a great chance to end it. To the blue line, long shot, Warner, and that's deflected off a leg. Carbonell hustling to move it out. Buffalo turn it up a notch now. It's knocked in behind the net. There's Pekka fighting for it. He and Ludwig. In comes Ward on the boards, and he stops it. Ward centered it. Nobody in front with a dark uniform. Patrick from the blue line did not go to the net. Big crowd in front of the goal. And into the corner, Buffalo fighting hard. It's cleared by Murphy. Out to center ice. Sabres had 1 or 2 chances there on that last rush. Wooley's nice pass up through center. Ward was bumped as he shot it in. Ward comes in after it. Barada down behind the goal. Now it's Chambers for Dallas. Just shoots it down the ice. Buffalo ambling back as Warner touching it up with Lehtinen coming in pursuit. But he got there in time, and that's an icing call.
Mike Pekka, who has not thrown as many checks tonight as we normally see him, he throws a big one right here on Ludwig, and the puck doesn't get out. And it's kept in neatly by Warner, and this is the chance that Dixon Ward got that never amounted to as difficult a save for Belfour as it looked.
Hall in the first. No scoring in the second. Barnes, the tying goal. Primo, the go-ahead goal. And Lehtinen forcing overtime with 49 seconds left in regulation. Oh, a close call. Right off the face-off, it came high to Belfour's left side. There goes Mike Modano. The two Sabres are back. Modano waits for help to catch up. Shoots into the boards. It didn't get too far. And the Sabres are going to hook it up across center again and jump on it. They bring it in over the line and dump it up behind at Belfour. It got as far as a referee standing near the boards hit him. Didn't get in deep. Sanderson lost it. Chopped ahead. Back there was McKee to pick it up for Buffalo. In front of Hasek. Now the pass. Up through center. Brown brings it in to the right side and is backhanded in deep by Chetan. Centering pass. Knocked away by Reed. Had the glove down a high one. And then was tied up and he got it up there. Two stars were there. One of them Nieuwendyk. And the other Langenbrunner. And there's Nieuwendyk falling against Buffalo. They want another one called as the puck was shot into the crowd.
Well, they're after the referee to give Zhitnik a penalty, at least a misconduct for shooting the puck into the crowd after he got the hooking penalty on Joe Nieuwendyk, who was walking out from the corner. But as of yet, it is a 2-minute minor. Here it is right here. Nieuwendyk gets there, takes the check, and then is hooked right there off his feet as he has Zhitnik, has a step on Zhitnik to the front of the net. And there is what often costs you 10 minutes. A deliberate shooting the puck in a fit of anger over the boards. Here's right here. In overtime, don't make that call. And you can see the Dallas player.
Penalty was called, Harry. Sorry, he was skating behind the net. He heard the whistle. He knew he was dead. And then, in disgust, he lifted the puck high into the crowd. And you saw the Dallas players calling for the penalty. It didn't come. Power play. Sador shot. Oh, it was deflected. Hasek thought it was going in as he hung his head. And the puck deflected to his left. But it missed the goal. 15 seconds gone in the penalty. Power play, Dallas. They're 1 for 8 in this game. This then their 9th power play opportunity. That's a good many chances. And the Sabres, give them credit, have been hanging tough shorthanded in this one.
Their penalty killing is why they're still in this game.
Zubov leads the attack. Drop the pass back. Adano racing in. Sharp angle, so he keeps going around the net. Still has it. Adano working hard. To the line, Sador. And now Zubov shoots. That's knocked down, and Hasek hangs onto it. Penalty time, 1:04.
Now that wasn't a tough stop for Hasek, but the part that's good about it is no rebound. And there were two stars looking for a rebound on this point shot. A neat pass across to Zubov. He fakes Schmelik out of the way and lets it go. And look at the two stars. Lehtinen is right there, and Langenbrunner waiting for a loose puck. So sometimes it isn't the save that's the tough part. It's no rebound.
Hasek wondering what next. Adano did have a chance. He played hard to get the puck in. Now another face-off to the left of Dominik Hasek. And Dallas remains on the power play, trying to win this game in overtime. Here we go. We are nearing 8 minutes of overtime here in game one, and the crowd roaring again. Adano, can he win it? No, he cannot. The Sabres win it, and immediately get it out and down the ice. 55 seconds left in the penalty. Zhitnik is in the box. More hooking. Chambers drops it back. Chambers gets it handed back. And Chambers shoots it in. Schmelik out of the net. Ripped it hard. Doesn't get out. It's snapped by Chambers. Chambers plays it up to the corner, and the Dallas player at the far side was hurt, and that was Zubov, and the referee calls the play.
Well, it was the puck that came around the glass, and it was misplayed by Zubov. He kept it in, but this is not the way to do it. Schmelik on a hard around off those stanchions, and it hits that one and bounces off the boards and hits him right in the face. It would have been a hard-earned assist if they'd ever scored on it. And Zubov, who, along with Zador, the power play specialist on the point, takes one on the cheek for the team.
He's cut and wants to stay.
Who isn't cut by the fourth round?
Faceoff comes outside the Buffalo line. 44 seconds. Make that 36 seconds left in the penalty to Zhitnik. Pekka will try to win it from Nieuwendyk. Can't do it. Nieuwendyk snapped it back. Boy, he's been solid winning faceoffs in these playoffs. Knocked down the ice by Pekka. 25 seconds left to kill now. And what a kill this will be if the Sabres can somehow pull it off. Nieuwendyk gathering speed in with a shot. That too was deflected and wide. And the Sabres get the puck out and down the ice. 10 seconds left in the penalty. Balfour hollers to Modano to hurry it up. 5 seconds left, and Modano can hurry it. Let me tell you, he's doing that now. Modano coming in hard and finally stopped it behind the goal. Nieuwendyk is there with him. They try to center it. Played long to the line. Hatcher shoots. Deflected into the crowd. And they've killed off another big power play. One shot is all they got.
McKee and Warner have done a wonderful job for the Sabres this playoff. McKee in front of the net. He doesn't let you stand there without taking some punishment. And Warner handles Modano on a very dangerous rush. And here, 74, Big McKee will get Langdon Brunner out of there. And then Modano comes in and talks it over with elbow sticks with McKee. And McKee tries to draw a penalty, but can't quite do it on that play.
Was Modano ever fine on that last rush?
Just think, Bob, if they didn't wear helmets, that hair would be straight out behind them. Gila Modano.
Nearly 9 minutes of play in overtime. And Buffalo have killed off another penalty and now trying to take charge by shooting it up over the line. And they come in looking for it. Brown had to circle away from the action. And here's a penalty coming up. The Stars don't like this one. But we'll see what happens. The referee in the corner immediately got his arm up. Now it could be, mind you, against Buffalo. But Hatcher came charging out and roaring toward the referee. Well, they haven't settled anything yet. I believe it might be Sanderson who's going to get it.
He hit Matvichuk from behind. He could have nailed him, and he really let up on him. But it was still a check from behind, and I don't think this is the kind of penalty we should see in overtime, although it might be difficult to convince Matvichuk of that, who's not up yet. But let's have a look at it here. Matvichuk 24, and here comes Sanderson. And Lindy Ruff tells us by his actions he didn't like the penalty. You could see that Sanderson had a chance to really staple him and did slow up and draw back a little bit, but he did hit him from behind. And you know one thing, this kid doesn't lie around on the ice for something to do. He's shaken up.
So the Dallas Stars get yet another chance to win this first game of the best of 7 with another power play opportunity, barring any more penalties. Dallas is 1 for 9 in the game, and Lindy, you can see, is not liking the situation.
Well, it's a hit from behind. Sanderson right here. It's almost a shove, and it looks like Matvichuk may have twisted his back as he went in. You hate to see it in overtime, but Bob, you hate to see hits from behind when a guy's 2 feet from the boards. I mean, the Sabres have caused themselves another problem here and have to kill her off.
Puck is shot in by Zhitnik. And Dallas win the game here. Shot in by Zubov. 5 of them are in across the line. Modano goes behind the net. Puck doesn't get to him. It comes to Sador. Tossed it over to stick to Hull. Right in front is Lettinen. Hull again. Modano on the other side. Looking back to the line. There's Sador. Here's the shot. Deflected. And it's stopped by Hasek. Fine deflection by Hull. But Hasek a big save again. Hull to the corner. Banked it on the boards, back to the line. Sador back into Hull. Hull trying to get set for a shot. He'd love to whack that one from there, but he couldn't control it in time to get one away. Pellick gets it out. 1 minute gone in the minor. Quickly, up to Sador. And this one will go off his stick into the crowd as Warner reached up for it. And it came off the blade of his stick into the crowd. Hull knows he might have had a chance had he just gotten away from that last kick.
Well, he on the tip in, he gets too much wood on it and slows it down. And Hull, who's got a fine pair of hands, Sador right here, he's really a talented guy at keeping pucks in on the blue line and making plays when he doesn't have much time or space. And that's what he does right here. Takes this pass. He sees Hull right here. This is a pass, not a shot. But Hull got too much wood on it and changed the direction, but not enough. And it didn't go high enough to cause a real problem.
10-10 of overtime. Chambers, the defenseman for Dallas, moving right up to the line. He's 3 feet away from the faceoff spot. And he gets it. Good move by Chambers. And the pass was good. Right in front of Nieuwendyk. And he just missed it. Chambers can't stop it. Down the ice, Hatcher. And back to Hatcher from Chambers. And the big guy comes up over the line. Dumped it over in front. Nieuwendyk shoots. Nieuwendyk again. Knocked down. Great pressure by Dallas. Hatcher winding up. No shot. Chambers maybe. Shot it in there. Scramble. And it's knocked to Hatcher. Again a shot. We've been around. Right through the crease and out the other side. Wow. The Sabres are somehow hanging on. 10 seconds left in the penalty. Isn't this something? Long lead pass is onside. And it comes into the corner. Woolley trying to stop his man. He couldn't stop him. It was centered. Cleared it back of the net again. Dallas get it back out. Oh, Sanderson. He's coming in. He's fast. And he drilled it right out of Belfour, who was out to cut the angle. What a burst of speed by Sanderson. And he might have ended the game.
He came out of the penalty box behind most of the Stars. Picks the puck up off the boards, and from 50 feet out, lets the shot go that's handled by Belfour. Look where he is. He's nearly at the bottom of the circle. But what a chance right here. Joe Nieuwendyk got hooked and never did get the shot away as Hasek is down in the snowman pose. And Hasek, who has been terrific tonight.
Well, killing penalties, you know, when he had to be terrific.
No stick
it's been
again.
that way. They've had Harry 16 of 36 of their shots on the power play.
And here he is, no stick.
Faceoff grabbed by Dallas. And lifted up across center. High stick made contact, but Buffalo will pick it up, so the play is allowed to continue. Sabres nearly coughing up inside the line for the scoring chance. Woolley recovers, takes his man to the boards. Rasmussen jumped it along the boards as far as the line, but he did get out. Dallas, a lot of pressure here in overtime. It's slapped away to Primo. Up across center before he shot it in. And back there, Zubov. Around the net he goes. Primo chased him all the way and then caught him. So he got rid of him. Crowd want more penalties. My goodness. Sabres bring it in. Pellick played it in deep. Rada was up there first. Brown right there behind him. But a shot down the ice and Zhitnik takes it. And his own line is shut. To center. Shoots it in. Belfour out. Stopping it. Oh, he came very high on the glass. Clearing that one. Sabres now. Shatan up on Zubov. Shatan and Brown. Hull chopped at it. They'll go down the ice and it won't go for icing. They won't get that far. Nearing 13 minutes of play of overtime here in game one. Brown waited for it at center. Reed stepped in front of him, but they're offside.
Primo here pushes the player Letton from behind. The fans wanted a penalty, but you can see that there's no way they're going to call that one. The Buffalo Sabres have killed 2 penalties off in overtime. 7:10 to go in the first overtime. And penalty killing by Lindy Ruff's Buffalo Sabres keeps them alive again.
They've done it 9 times in the game.
And allowed 1 goal. Could have been over at the end of 2 periods.
Buffalo Sabres, the game funks that they are, come up and shoot the puck in. Or try to shot. McKee can't keep it in. There goes Langenbrunner, but he's stopped him. There goes Reed. Newendijk was in front of him, and the pass didn't get to him. Free. Sabres rush up, and McKee shot hard and just wide of the top corner. Holzinger knocked it in there. Patrick comes up to take a hit, and he takes his man down. Deflected in front of the net. Newendijk rescues the puck, and it's cleared down across center. Patrick got back. Wrapped at it hard, got it to the boards and out. And again, back in for Burns. Shoots! That one was too high. Pekka allows it to roll back. Pekka's stopped by Hatcher. Burns is up after it, trying to kick it loose. He is stopped. Pekka centered it, and it's cleared away to the line, not out. Patrick keeps it in, not down at the net, and down goes that ball. And the Sabres thought they had won the game. But the referee says, no, not quite, not yet.
One thing about the 2-referee system is that the referee in the offensive zone, like McCurry in this situation, is always in great position to make the call he just made. Now, this wasn't as close as some of the ones we've seen. But if you're one referee, it's hard for you to get to the icing line as quickly as McCurry does right here. And that nearly went in off the Dallas Star defenseman's skate on a backhand by Patrick that was tipped by Pekka. And then the scary thing occurred as Skrudland kicks it, and it's right on the line. And McCurry's just off that left goal post. Perfect view of it. Waved it off right away. That might have been a tough call if you were 30 feet away just coming into the offensive zone, the way you would have been if there was only one referee. Dallas gets a lucky break there as that puck nearly was kicked in by Skrudland. Buffalo thinks they've scored, but they're going to find out what we know. It did not go over the line.
6-3 are the shots in overtime now for the Dallas Stars.
2 power plays, so that shouldn't surprise anybody. 36-22. It's under review, but it didn't go in. This is a formality. Curry, I'm sure, doesn't even want to go upstairs, but this is not even close. But check it out. This is the Stanley Cup Finals. Check it out. But look at this. It's close, but not over.
It sure is close. 2 video goal judges in the game, Ed Baker and Robert Firth. 2 out-of-town officials are from Florida.
2 supervisors, Brian Lewis and Charlie Banfield. We got more guys looking at this replay, and we know what they're going to say. They're going to say it's not in.
Well, everybody gets a little rest, a little breathing time. It's been a terrific hockey game. Dallas really outplaying Buffalo for almost 70% of the game now. Buffalo had the tremendous third period, and just the one letdown with 49 seconds left in the third.
The referees are saying, what's the holdup here? It wasn't in. McCurry saw it. Let's get on with the game. I don't know what they're looking at upstairs. You can see Modano wants to know the answer. Here's the net cam. Grudland kicks it right here, but it doesn't go over the line. It lands on the line and then squirts out. It's 2-2, and we're still going.
Decision has been made. The players are leaving the penalty box area.
They were phoning John Ziegler on that one.
And the faceoff will come inside the Dallas line to the left of the goal. 6:07 remaining in the first overtime period. It'll be to the left of Belfour. Will then drop it in, and Pekka jumped into the corner right away. Tried to get in after it, but he was tied up. Modano caught him a little bit. Schmelik back. Turning in front of the net. Played it ahead to center ice, and a shot to the line, but Barada couldn't pick it up. Pekka waits and fires a high one in. Zubov lifting it away, and back come the Dallas Stars. Through center ice. Hull ripped it away on the board to get it in deep, where Barada was back. It comes out. Zador and Zubov. Zador got a shot in there for the stick of Hasek. Give it to Schmelik, who called for it. Barada. He's tied up immediately by Brett Hull. And Hull again scooped it in. That's Shitnik turning away from his check. Again, too high. Over the glass once more.
Well, you heard Don Cherry mention it. We've all seen it. The best open ice body checker in the National Hockey League, Mike Pekka, thinks he's got Brett Hull in the bomb sights. As Hull cuts across the rink, Pekka's eyes light up, but he's just a shade late getting there. Hull knows it, though. He knows it. But had he been looking down, he may have been going up.
5:11 left. Buffalo Sabres and the Dallas Stars. First of the best of 7. Stanley Cup Championship straight in front of the net. And Hasek comes up with another. And here's another shot from the line. Boy, that was nearly it right there. Down for the Sabres. Brown dumps it in off Hatcher. He eludes a hit from Hatcher. But Hatcher gets the puck on the boards and out. The Dallas Stars move up on it. Fired in the corner. Keeps fighting. Keane went after it. Hatcher stopped it. But it's Brown for Buffalo. Brought it in and tried a weak shot. Sanderson was grabbed trying to move up on it. Centered again. Score! The Buffalo Sabres have won Game 1 as Jason Woolley came in off the line and ripped the high one. And look at the celebration of the Buffalo Sabres. They have defeated Dallas at 15:30 of the first overtime period. They have taken a 1-0 lead in this championship series.
Jason Woolley gets his 14th point. He leads the Sabres in points. A lovely play by Brown to see Woolley coming right down the pipe and took the pass, and Woolley didn't waste any time getting rid of it. The puck's a shoot in. It looks like a harmless play, but the Stars can't get it by Curtis Brown, who gets it to Woolley, who shoots it right through Balfour. Hatcher tries to go around the boards. It doesn't get by Brown. Brown gets it to Woolley, who walks in all alone from about 21 feet out and ends the hockey game.
You know, that's his 4th goal of the playoffs. And what anticipation Woolley had by coming in to get himself wide open for that pass, for that shot, for that goal, and for that Buffalo win. 3-2. Sabres win number 1.